Joker hit us back at 5:15. All right, buddy, I'm around the way. We like, nah, we good now. Huh? bro takes back like, no, you're not. No, I'm coming. So we like, all right. So we hand the phone to Juan Pablo. We like, Juan Pablo, tell him we good. So Juan Pablo like, hangs up. We like, what did he say? He said he's gonna get his money one way or the other.
What's up, y'all? Thank you for tuning in to Once Upon a BNB. It's your host, Annsleigh.
And Ian.
This is Maha. We got the Blackberry White back with us. Woo! And Santa's little helper, repeat guest.
Whoa.
Welcome back, Javan and Noah.
I need a new intro, bro.
Okay.
I ain't with this shit.
We're gonna reel it back in.
All right.
Maha, that was great.
I know, right?
I loved it.
It was fucking hard.
Let's
That was
try
nice.
it
I
again.
laughed very hard.
Yeah.
But I think
thought it was
Javon's
pretty
a little
funny.
sensitive.
Try it
Come
again.
You
on.
fucking right.
Javon, what would you like to be called on the show today?
Dolph.
Wow.
Yeah,
No?
Very distasteful joke, right?
Yeah. Too
All right.
soon.
No,
Too
just,
soon.
Just, you know what I'm saying, Javon. Just introduce me as Javon.
Come
Javon.
on, guys. Blackberry White and Javan.
Hold on. I remember seeing this. The Blackberry White is just like,
That's why it's funny.
that's why it's funny.
Yes.
Okay.
You watched that episode.
I did.
These are, for our listeners, these are return
Deep
guests.
cuts. Deep cuts. You
Two
got to be
two
a
return guests here.
loyal listener to get these jokes.
So let me give
I
y'all
really
context,
don't
man.
get
It's
it.
a
I thought we were
pleasure.
doing-
It's a pleasure being back on this podcast, man.
God, that radio
Annsleigh,
voice.
Ian, Maha, y'all give us a platform to talk about real experiences about what we deal with our Airbnbs. And it's an honor to be back.
Aw.
Thank you so much.
You need to run for office, Noah.
Let it be known.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, well, thank you for coming back.
This is a podcast that all the guests here, well, we all went to Colombia. I'm talking
Except
except
Reunion.
for Ansley. Oh, I'm sorry.
I crashed a guy's trip.
That's true.
If I have ever solidified my position as one of the guys,
You
Yeah,
absolutely-
this definitely did it.
you
So,
absolutely
okay, let's run it back. How did we set it up to everybody at this table, except me, being in Colombia?
And actually, there was other former guests on this trip. My mother, also a former guest, was on the Colombia
His
trip.
father
And father.
And brother.
Dad
and
hasn't
his
been on the pod.
fine-ass little brother. He was holding out.
My
So
little
what were
brother.
y'all doing in Colombia, though?
All right, so a little backstory. Most of my employees who work for me live in Medellin,
Big
Colombia.
boss, big boss, big boss.
That's kind of my angle I've been working as I've left the big billboard asshole I used to work for, and now I'm on my own.
Who is
Are we allowed to say it? Scott Mungie.
Whoa.
Check the
Well, we get an ad from that company.
Well, you know.
But hey,
But so I want to go down there and work with the people I've been working remote with all
oh,
year.
you want to meet them?
Yeah, so I went down there and I got a suite, very cheap, by the way, Medellin. Not to be bougie, but I turned the living room to a pop-up office, and we all worked together. You know, they got to in person and that Zoom shit, so that was awesome. And then Javan and Noah joined and Maha all joined a couple days
Shout
later.
out to Josiah. He's in
And
Cancun right now.
Josiah.
Good job, Joe.
Were you all vacationing, or did you go out to help Ian? What was
The first
Them
night.
three worked together.
Yeah.
too.
So the first night was we do these personal injury events basically every Thursday in Atlanta, where there's like an open bar, this and that, and so we wanted to do the same thing in Colombia.
Wow, y'all are global now.
Uh-huh.
Internationally known and respected, yeah.
I love it.
And
I
I just
love it.
piggybacked off this already planned trip and showed up. But I mean, I was trying to pick me up a paralegal too.
And you're a world
We
traveler.
some people were trying to pick up paralegals. Some people trying to pick up
a pair
slightly
of
illegal. I don't know.
a pair of.
Paralegals.
Pair of illegals. I see what you're doing, I guess. Okay.
So everyone at this table, but me, ended up in Colombia. Okay, how many days?
I feel like I was there one day.
We were there from the December 9th through December 15th.
That's a lot of days.
I got there Thursday, but my flight was delayed, so I didn't get in until like midnight, basically.
I was there for 10 days. I heard there was a tougher flight, though, for one of us.
Oh, Jesus.
Was that going or coming?
Going
Ah.
there. So, I mean, look, man. You're supposed to get to the airport, I don't know, how many hours before? Like, what'd you say?
International, they say 3.
Okay,
Oh.
all right. So normally I get to the airport like maybe 2 hours. You know, I feel like that's enough time. I didn't know that Sharon would be working the desk today.
No, not Sharon.
Man, so
no.
I get there like maybe, my flight was at like 6, let's say.
A.M.?
So I get there, 6 a.m. So I get there like dead at 4 on the dot, you know?
Okay.
So I go in there plenty of time. I walk in there, you know, I see a little line, but I'm like, all right, I can deal with this. I got 2 hours. So I get in the line. Lady comes to me, she says, oh, sweetheart, baby, it's the other line. I'm like, what other line? I don't even see another line.
Oh, my God.
I don't even see another line. So I'm like, all right, cool. She pointed around the corner, and I see like 3 people. So I'm like, all right, cool. Get to the corner. These 3 people were an extension of the entire line that was wrapped around the corner.
Oh, no.
So now,
That early in the morning?
That early in the morning,
International
bro.
flight? That's very
Yes.
unlikely.
Right.
Now you're stressed.
Yeah.
Right. So now I'm stressed, but I'm still like, you know, it's
I got
cool.
2 hours.
It's cool. I got 2 hours, bro. Now it's been like 30 minutes. The
A
line
lot
has
can
not-
happen in 2 hours, though.
But the line didn't move for 30 minutes straight. So now I'm sitting there about to tear up.
Oh, my God.
So I finally get to the front. And then, what is it called, bro?
Check MIG. Check MIG.
Check
If you're ever
MIG.
flying out of
Check
Colombia, you have to get a check MIG.
Toilet
Fly
Before-
into as well.
You have to get a
In
check.
and out.
You have to get a
Once
check
again, he
MIG.
did minimal research before leaving for another country.
You have to get a check MIG in order
There's
to
a
fly out
pandemic
of
to
and
deal
fly
with.
into Colombia.
Not adjusted.
But so I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say, first of all, yes, minimal. But so I'm thinking like, all right, if I get there in 2 hours, it's been 30 minutes, I'm fine. Like soon as I get to the front, I still got like an hour and maybe like hour 15 before my flight leaves, right? So now I'm seeing everybody in front of me start sweating. You know, I'm like, where y'all going? Colombia?
Oh, God.
Somebody else
Yo
was like,
también.
but then it was like, well, we going to Cartagena. So I was like, oh yeah, y'all different. I'm going to Medellin.
Never
We good,
mind.
you
That's
know what I'm saying?
stop 2 on y'all's trip.
Yeah.
Right. So they end up being like, it was a lady in front of me. She said, I'm going to Medellin. I got to make my flight. I'm like, okay, cool.
Same.
Yeah, exactly. So I ain't trying to hear all that. So like, she's nervous. So now I'm nervous. You know what I'm saying? So she goes around and gets in the other line. So I'm like, now you know that decision where you got to be like, bro, do I leave this line that I've been waiting
Yeah.
in?
Or did she just make that line a little bit shorter for me?
I mean, yeah, she did, right?
Yeah.
So I'm thinking like, all right, I'm gonna stay here. So I stay there. Turns out she made the wrong move. So now I'm
Good
like,
job. Good job.
Can't have your seat back.
good job,
Right.
Ron. Right. So now I get to the front of the desk or the front desk. Fucking Sharon. How you doing? I'm like, oh, okay.
Sharon sounds like a
It's going to
Karen.
be one of them. This is the black
The
version.
black
of this.
version of Karen is
Don't
Sharon.
do her.
Sharon.
Don't do her. Be respectful.
No. After this, no.
What she do?
So, and then they deal with her later, but I'll get to that. So I get there,
Not
so I'm
the
like,
same person.
yes, the
That's
same
so
person. So I'm like, all right, you know, my flight's this time, da-da-da. So I'm putting my bag on the thing. Excuse me. I'm like, oh, yeah. What I do? She's like, I didn't check you in yet. I said, okay, well, you know, here's my license. You know, I handed her all the stuff. I'm like, all right. So she's sitting there like, did you do your check, Meg?
Check a what?
You like, check mix.
Huh?
Check
So-
yourself.
Right. So she said that. So I back up. I'm like, check.
Let me check.
Download the app. Da-da-da-da. So I'm like, okay. I'm like, all right, well, do I have to? She showed me how to do it. I'm like, cool. Download the app. Do everything, right? Now I'm done.
No.
So I walk back up. No, I'm not done, actually. I get stuck on something, right? So I go up to her. Now she annoyed. See, rolling her eyes. And there's nobody, she's not dealing with nobody else. Like somebody else is in line waiting for her to like, you know, she's just sitting there. So I'm like, bruh. So I go up there, she's waving my phone. She like, what? I'm like, yo, check this out. Okay, cool. So I'm like, all right, this isn't working. So she's like, well, I don't know what to tell you. Literally, your only job is to know what to tell me. That's literally your only job. So I'm like, all right, cool. So we go back and forth a little bit. So now at this point, like I got about an hour, maybe 45 to an hour left. So now I'm still figuring it out. I finally figured out. I'll go up there and she like, you got to wait for the next person. So I'm like, why would I have to do that? Because you didn't say that the last time, but now that I figured out, now I got to wait. You're being a dick. That's what you're doing, Sharon. You're being a dick. So eventually, another person goes in front of me. They thought she had COVID or whatever, so they trying to figure out her situation. Now they didn't call the EMTs. And
What's up, world? Make sure you tune into Once Upon a BNB to interact and listen to all the wildest, craziest, and weirdest travel stories. And of course, for me and my other two lovely hosts, Ian and Maha. Make sure you like, subscribe to Instagram, YouTube, and all streaming platforms. And we'll catch you next time. Oh,
so now
my God.
Right. So now I'm sitting, bro, I ain't never seen nothing like this in my life. So now, and then I finally get done. I'm just waiting. I'm like, I got it done. So I had to wait like 10 minutes. And then I walk up there, show it to her, and she like, wait, what time is your flight? Sharon, don't start that shit.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, baby, the door's closed. I'm sorry, you're late.
Oh my
When did the doors
goodness.
close? About 6 minutes ago.
Oh my gosh.
Sharon,
Oh my gosh,
Sharon,
Sharon.
put me on the next flight, Sharon. Put me on the next flight. All right, I got you. Oh, ain't another flight till 6 p.m.
Sharon, the only one working?
Watch this. Oh, and it's only one seat on that one. Matter of fact, there's no seats. Well, Sharon,
What?
there's not a fucking other flight then, is it? Man, so I ended up having to get a Spirit flight.
Ooh, little sidebar.
You flew.
He told me at the
All the way to
beginning.
Colombia?
Flew
All right,
to Colombia.
Spirit first class. The
There's
flight.
no first class in
You
Spirit.
pay an extra $40 to
That's in the second
$90 for the front seat. Yes, you pay extra $49 for the front seat. You already got a discount
You rode
flight.
a flying megabus.
Yeah, literally. The soul train.
It was
Soul
$150. That's like 9 million pesos. And pretty good
Ian
deal.
was on there with Kevin Hart and all the gang. Snoop was flying the plane.
Yes, literally.
Man.
People are on
I guess
Facebook.
I've
People
considered
are fighting in the
Spirit
back.
to
Yeah.
Colombia.
But
I didn't.
this isn't the worst part. This is short. This is the end. So then I finally get on the Spirit flight. I had to wait maybe an hour and a half, get on the Spirit flight, right? So then I get to Miami. So the connector left at 11 o'clock. So I get to Miami at like 9:30. So, you know,
Plenty of time.
right.
You would
so,
think.
And Sharon's can't be at this gate.
Right.
So I'm like, all right, we good. So
Sharon's
I'm
got
rushing.
twin.
Right. Yeah, I swear to. So I get there. Now, this lady was very nice, but the line was long as hell. So I get in the line. I'm waiting. I'm like, I'm really thinking about, you know, that thought, like, maybe I should just ask people, like, hey, man, I got a flight. You know, my grandma,
That's what I had to do.
my great-grandmother
I also
caught
almost
COVID.
missed my flight
you know
to
what I'm saying?
Colombia, but just being late for no reason. So I just like cut the line in front of everybody. I was like, I'm so sorry. I'm about to miss my flight. Can I cut you? And I just cut straight to the front.
Not
And
Javon said I'm
I
doing the
run
same
through the
thing.
whole airport.
Yeah, so I'm thinking about doing it, right? So right when I say that, like 3 other people come in behind the desk, so now the line's moving. So I'm like, all right, cool. Get to the front. And she's like, what time is your flight?
Oh my God.
I'm like, 11. 6 minutes ago.
Oh my
No.
goodness.
Guess what I had to do? Spirit.
Nuh-uh.
Caught another Spirit flight to into Medellin. Like that was, and the crazy thing is, bro, like how
When did Spirit even start being international?
international? It's hold on.
It's only certain
How?
places.
Nah,
and
bro.
Colombia is
How
one of
do
them.
you not have Wi-Fi on an
International flight.
Yeah, that's
Well, they actually just got Wi-Fi domestic, so this be, you
He
know.
gets the newsletter, the Spirit newsletter.
Well, when you join the Spirit Skybox Club,
You guys,
He's a platinum Spirit member.
So by the time you arrived, everyone else had already been except
No,
Maha.
no,
Maha was
no.
on the way
So
there.
everyone's got the same
and that was the
deal.
worst part because I was trying to get on their flight, but their flight was booked. So at that point, I was like, I'll wait for knowing them. Their flight was booked, and if I would have missed that, I wouldn't have got there till like a day and a half.
He helped
later.
us.
You know, I guess. So I finally get down there, and then I see. Then when I get down there, I check into my hotel and everything. I'm trying to find Ian. Of course, this is a foreign country. I'm trying to find my dog, make sure everybody good. I'm trying to get set up. Ian don't answer the phone.
Surprise.
No, matter of fact, Ian answered the phone when he in the hotel. Hey, what's up, bro? Hey, man, No, I just checked in, bro. I'm about to go down there now. Bye. I'm like, all right, where do I go? I said, send me the address. He ain't send me the address. I don't know if I ain't
So
service
what
or
were
what.
you up to? You were working with your
Yeah,
employees.
he had
All right, well,
He was in work mode.
You
I,
really
was,
were.
I had a hotel. All right, the party area in Medellin is called Parquilleras. And so I had a hotel room right outside of there for the week. But then for the party night, for a big event, we moved into the Charlie,
Which is like right on the
a
strip.
sick hotel. I'll give you. They had a jacuzzi in my room and sick view of everything.
I
And,
booked that hotel
Yeah.
on the plane on the way there. I was like, the Charlie, you say? All right.
For
cool.
January.
for January 9th.
This Sunday.
I got
This
there and
Sunday.
realized I accidentally booked it for January 9th instead of December 9th. Very Maha move. Very Maha move.
So look, though,
So if
Ian,
anybody needs a room in Medellin on January 9th, it's still there.
so,
If this
but
podcast
look,
comes out,
It comes out actually
all I
like 3
know-
weeks later. But yeah.
but all I know is that Ian's at the Charlie. That's all I know. So I get dressed. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got a blazer on. First of all, nobody got blazers on in Parque Lleras. Like I'm dressed. You know what I'm saying?
Ready to go to work.
You look sharp.
With a herringbone on, looking like a gringo, a negro gringo. You know what I'm saying? So I'm walking around like, bro, where the fuck? Calling him over. Where is Ian? Man, I done came all the way out here. Now I'm about to miss it. Next thing I know, I'm like, Ian? Oh, yeah, bro. I'm like, bro, Ian, I've been calling you, bro.
In my defense, for Charlie, all of a sudden we're getting ready. Me and my brother, and the hot one,
brother.
the fine ass brother, Julian. And they knock on the door. There's a cart with a full bar. Do you want a drink? And they just mix it for you right there. And
Well, they didn't do that when I got there.
Oh, you got there a little late. My dad, I got my parents in the room next door. I knock on that. I'm like, Dad, answer the door. They're trying to, and my mom's like, let them drink. It's they're on vacation.
For the listeners, if you're following, at this point, everyone on the podcast is there but me. And Ian's
No,
parents.
Ma's not there yet.
Ma's not there.
I'm
but
not
your
worried about
parents-
Noah and Joe aren't there yet.
Your parents are there.
My mom and dad are there.
Good job,
My mom
Joe.
even ordered a drink, and she doesn't drink.
So are your parents there for vacation purposes? There to
All right, so
support
I
you?
started in Medellin, and then they went to Cali where we had more family. I was working the whole time. They
Because you're
flew back.
Colombian.
Yeah,
Yes.
we forget.
The gringos, Colombia, and then they flew back in on Thursday for this event. So everyone's descending upon
this is so
Medellin,
nice.
Parque Lleras for our international party.
This is so nice.
They start, yeah.
Okay, so when do you arrive?
So I'll
After
give y'all context. So I wake up in the morning. I had a crazy night beforehand
In America.
in America.
What you do, bro?
Nothing at all. Nothing for this podcast.
Oh.
Context. But I call him just to make sure he's good.
I'm pissed.
bro, I done missed my flight. I had to buy a beer flight. I'm like, bro, why?
Oh my God.
I don't even know that I have to check in for check in.
Crazy.
Oh, he saved you and told you about
So
check-in.
listen, guys. So
Oh.
listen, y'all. This is my first time flying to Colombia. So for Colombia, this is the Colombian
Ian
check
had good
in.
last time.
Oh, by the way, this is new for Colombia though.
I was gonna
Because
say,
of the
it's new
pandemica.
Correct.
Yeah.
So I'm texting.
It means
you know,
pandemic in Spanish.
Oh, okay.
I'm texting-
Pandemica, come on.
I think you said band. All right, fair enough.
Pandemic.
Continue.
So listen, Angela. I'm texting one of my friend girls, and she's like, "You should have got a woman to book this. You didn't know that? No,
So she wanted to book it?
no." She was like, "You didn't
You
know
need a
that."
good woman in your life.
Oh, yeah.
She said, "You didn't know that you had to do a check mig for you to get access."
And by the way, I'm terrified this entire trip because I'm going without my
I don't know.
girlfriend, without my parents.
So guess what?
Here to fuck up, you know.
So guess what?
If we could just get that together, it's
Then
the
we'll
only
be
thing
good.
they have
Then we'll
on
be
us,
good.
bro. It's the only thing they have on
But
us.
that's why that's never going to happen because
Right.
people need each
Y'all
other.
need us.
Exactly. We need
Oh, so
people make the
Symbiotic
world go round.
relationship.
People make the world go round.
I don't need no
So-
man.
We need somebody to open jars. Y'all need somebody to plan trips.
To book trips.
I'll be independent to that pickle jar. Fuck you up.
Right.
I'm sorry.
God, I've
Or a
cried
bug.
before.
Or a
I've cried
bug
before.
shows up that
I
you
can
have to
feel
kill.
you open
Hey,
a
a
jar.
spider show. We both do, baby. Go ahead.
So my brother is already up in the vicinity. He's like, "Oh, let's get on my phone right now. Let's do the check mig." See, like, I can't do it.
Oh.
So I go through the check mig, but they don't send me. So if you go through the check mig through the app that he's talking about, you also have to get that email from the app to send over to the email to Colombia.
This app's
What?
basically healthcare.gov. It's not working right.
So listen. Let me re-explain. Once you go through the app, you go through all the prompts, all the steps. You fill out where you're going, where you're coming from, what you're doing, where you're
Okay.
staying, the address of where you're staying.
Which is, by the way, addresses in Colombia are confusing.
Yeah.
very much so.
Having a copy paste
very
that
much
bitch.
so.
It's 6 commas
Very
in the
much.
address.
And it's calle
Very much.
35 through 80. Like, do I live at 35 through 80?
So listen, for all the listeners, if you ever want to go to Colombia, it's called Check Mig Colombian. All right? Honestly, I have a fix. I'll get to that later. So I went through the app. I can't get in, but my brother is in now. I'm like, bro, like, why is my email not going through? Like, they're telling me I'm not checked in. It's not registering. So
Is this like close to flight
So let me
time
tell you
or
though.
not?
I'm Big Bo. I finesse. So I deal with Sharon as well. I'll fast forward it, y'all.
We didn't even know it was the same.
Because it's a lot more content we got to get through. So let me tell y'all, I get to the airport, I meet Sharon. Where's your check me?
Same.
Yes. Good
I
job.
have it here. No, I need the check mark on the app, right? right? The check mark on the
Yeah, I
app.
see that green check.
I didn't have it. You know
It
what
should
I
be
did?
somebody going through the line.
So shout out to
Come on here,
Reddit.
checkmate. Come
Shout
on
out to Reddit. Shout out to Reddit.
You screenshot
Shut
it.
up.
No, they gave me the steps to find a manual insert website
Okay.
versus the app.
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah, I did mine on the computer.
and everything was in Spanish. So also I was using Google Translate for everything. I
Which
was
is also how you date women in Colombia.
Oh.
Copy paste.
Foreshadowing.
Translate.
stop. So
Google has evolved. Now they got the speak. Oh, they went crazy.
Google also, you could turn your camera on and put it on top of text, and
yeah.
in real time
So
translates it.
Oh yeah,
listen.
the speed is tough.
so listen, y'all. I go through Sharon. She's like, I'm trying to do all this, me and my brother, because we didn't do it the right way.
Sharon and Noah.
And Sharon said, you got to move. Me and my brother, you got to move right now. I have somebody else come. Okay, all right. My brother, shout out to Joe. Joe said this verbatim. My younger brother, who's in pharmacy school at Mercer, shout out to my little brother. He said, all right, baby, you ain't got to be that. You ain't got to be that. You ain't got to be that man. I'll move out the way, baby. I'll move out. I'm good. If y'all ever met my little brother, you know his vibe.
Mm-hmm.
That's some Mississippi shit. So we move out the way. I found out that little should be ready in the nick of time.
So you didn't miss your flight.
Oh, I didn't miss my flight. I was already checked in before my brother. He had the app. I had to check. I had to
Now,
check.
granted, I would have maybe thought of something like that, but I had an edible.
It's okay. It's okay.
As one does.
You made it.
Man, yeah.
So,
But shout
Maha,
out
you
to
didn't
my
have any
brother.
problems. You got there.
No, I mean, I almost missed my flight. Had to run to the airplane. Got like the very last seat on it, but I got Delta One. My God, I had one of the best airplane meals I've ever had. It was beef short rib with cheddar grits and like a goat cheese salad and like sorbet. It was
What airline
fucking
did you
amazing.
Delta.
Delta
I
One.
flew American Airlines. Don't ever fly American Airlines to go to Colombia.
So,
Sounds like not too much of a step up.
No liquor and no food.
okay, so you see
what
Ian in
flight
the
you was
street.
on.
Oh yeah.
Javon, you see Ian in the
Spirit even
street.
had liquor.
Yeah.
Where do y'all go?
We go to the party.
So yeah, we go to the
What's your
party.
blazers on?
Oh yeah, we look sharp
We
as
look
fuck
good now,
Yeah.
yeah.
That
Is
picture's
it-
on
How
the
sharp?
internet.
How sharp, Ian?
AF.
Y'all get to the party.
Colombian
Okay.
women are just, you know.
Falling all over y'all.
Hey, papi.
No. Ay, que rico.
And by the way, the crew of us look American as fuck. You got my like surfer bro looking at fit, and then a couple black guys are like, these guys
They are not
are
from here.
American.
They are not Afro-Colombian.
Noah and Josiah both had like Nike T-shirts on or something. Like,
Matching T-shirts.
Yeah.
So did y'all have a blast
Be
that
cute.
night? Anything memorable for
From
the
that night?
first night from
by
the
the
link
time I
up?
got there, they were all
Something
blackout
memorable. Me and
drunk.
Maha can say this. We
Blackout.
saw electric hookahs.
Oh yeah.
yeah,
Was that
yeah.
that same night? Oh yeah.
It was.
We went and did Atlanta shit. Bought a bottle and a
my
hookah at a club.
The most Atlanta shit you
The
brought
Atlanta
out.
shit.
Ball bottles.
Yeah.
They brought out sparkles, but the sparkers were like, what were they? Like, look, they were
Candles.
Man, they were like candles.
Right.
Trick
Happy
candles.
It was a
birthday.
trick candle, yeah.
Right.
Yeah, we did some Atlanta shit.
But
But
no,
the
we
hookah
did.
like had a remote control where you could change the colors of the lights, and our drunk asses were like, "Oh my god!"
But y'all were there for at least 6 days. I need the top 3 favorite moments.
I swear I was only there one day.
Yeah, you
Hold on,
yeah.
we got it. Yeah.
All right, so I'll give you the
Let's
spark
fast
you want
forward
for
then.
night one, which was that we partied all night. It was a little nuts. I remember leaving. We were like, I remember a prostitute trying to like get me to take her to her place, and I was like, I cannot do that.
I'm not gonna do that.
My parents are in my room, and also I have a girlfriend.
But I'm gonna tell you the funny part about that. Ian was like, everything was cool, and then I could tell there was a moment when she like what's up? Ian was
She was
like,
like, "Oh wait a minute."
Ian was like, oh yeah, nah, it's out.
Yeah.
We just out of here. Ian was like, I'm out.
But the next morning, we were all right. So another part of the trip, just for my employees in Colombia, we were going to go do an overnight team bonding thing in this place called Guatapé, which is kind of like Stone Mountain meets Lake Lanier, because it's where Pablo Escobar's like
very well
mansions are all
planned
there. Yeah, so we have a badass place. It's like on the lake, but before then, there's this big rock called El Peñón, and it's like 700 steps up. You go to the top, you drink at the top. It's just like a thing people do in Colombia. So we go to do that.
Nice views and stuff.
A lot of views. The 3 of us at this table made it to the top. And but all right, so
All right.
that's probably the next thing we need to share
So
with the
we're
podcast.
in line. First of all, it's a long ass line to go up the damn rock. We probably wait for an hour in line just to get up there. We get to the top and they're like, vaccine card, and I'm like, oh okay, sure. I have a picture of mine. Noah gets there, doesn't have a vaccine card on him. So I'm like inside waiting.
It's backstory. It's backstory. Because you were already across. I'm going to tell you how this. Because Joe. Because look. So I had just went to New York. But so now I'm like, all right. All we got to do. I got mine. Noah's right behind me. Joe's right in front of him. So Joe goes, which is his brother, goes through. And then Noah's right behind Joe. Or I'm between Noah and Joe. So I tell Joe, like, just give him your card.
One detail we forgot is that Maha was like,
Maha was already up there, yeah. No. That's what I'm saying. See, Maha was already across. We like, where Maha? Maha was already across.
I was like, what is taking them so long?
Right. So Joe get up there, show her the card. She say, all right, here's your ticket, go through. So then
she wasn't checking IDs with it or anything. She literally just, you couldn't show her anything.
So Joe gave me the card. I gave it to Noah because same name, whatever, same ID. She's just going to glance at it and keep moving. So I showed her my card on my phone. And we're good. I'm going through Maha. So watch this. It's worse. So I go through. So now we just waiting on Noah. So Noah's coming up, about to hand her the card. Maha's like, what's going on? What's taking so long? Just give her his card. I mean, she don't know the difference. Like, just
your hands to be fucked up.
So she think the girl don't speak English.
I was thinking, A, she didn't speak English, and B, she didn't care, obviously. Right. She wasn't looking at IDs or anything.
No. Shorty, turn around, look through the gate.
Yo, Nintendo. Those words.
She turn around, look through the gate, and look at Maha.
She's like, actually,
she look at Maha.
I understood that.
She look at Maha and turn and look at Noah. Noah, damn, barely even pulled out the car. She's like, no. Same. Oh, that's what she said. Maha was like, it's the same. Just give her the same one. I mean, it's not even. She don't care. So she look at Maha. She look at Noah. She like, no. Same. So now I'm hot. I'm mad at Maha, but I'm also mad at her because I'm like, you don't care.
Yeah,
I know you don't care. No, in America. $15 an hour.
And we were outside, to be fair.
So I can't imagine. I'm just saying,
The conversion rate, the reason I'm successful with my Colombians work for me is because $15 an hour versus what you're making in Colombia, it's like 7 million pesos, which means like $4.
And I hope they never watch this podcast and feel degraded by it.
It's okay.
But, so what I'm saying is...
That was a party foul.
Yeah, right. I definitely fucked up.
And the thing is, then watch this. So I finessed on the little vaccine, the same thing that I had, because I had a blank one. You got a mark on it. So I didn't put Noah's information in there yet.
I'm watching. It
looks great.
Picasso over here. Man, catch me the
kid. Why are you writing his information?
I can show you.
It looks terrible. It only works. It only works if you're not expecting it.
It don't look terrible, right?
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah.
So I didn't sat there like. I got my legs squeezed together. You know what I'm saying? I done really finessed. That took like 5-10 minutes to do this. So I sent it to Noah. I'm looking through the gate, like trying to get Noah attention. I'm like, Noah. And then Noah like, huh? So I'm like, good.
Yes.
Walk up. So they're like, no, same.
No, bro.
No. Now I'm hot because I know it's not the same because I just cheated and made this. I just forced
it's one of its kind.
So I know this ain't the same. You know what I'm saying? That she was not going.
Yeah. Hey, so if you don't travel with people like that I travel with, Maha and my brother Javan, don't travel with anybody.
I know. I'm going with y'all.
They pulled out all the stops.
And guess what? You talk to him. You speak Spanish, un poquito, and I'm like,
he's like,
no.
And then we climbed 700 stairs. 700.
And then I'm glad that I didn't go.
While we were in line waiting to go up, there's like a guy behind me, and he's like, "You're wearing Balenciagas to like climb this mountain?" And I was like, "Yeah, I mean they're really comfortable." And he's like, "Oh my gosh, your English is so good."
So is the bouncers.
Everybody thought she was Spanish.
I'm American.
And they Balenciaga runners. So
exactly. I was like,
everybody thought she was Spanish. I mean, you do kind of like.
Everybody was speaking Spanish to me, and then they looked at me like my parents didn't raise me right, all disappointed. Like this bitch, her parents didn't even teach her Spanish.
I get the same shame across.
Is this day 2 or 3?
This is day 2. I think we have one more good little anecdote from Guadalupe. I'll give you a little backstory.
The room.
Oh, the rooms are... But all right, we'll get to that in a second. Me and Noah... All right, after Colombia, me and Noah, we have a new office. People at our offices, like, drilling our desks into place. Me and him are working in the conference room, just side by side. Also, Noah gets a message. He met this guy. Tell them how you met this dude.
Wait, recently?
So we met this guy. No, I got it, bro. Tap in. So we met this guy. So after, this is a bit further, but we meet these two young men who we got off the plane with from Cartagena.
So I had left and they continued on to Cartagena.
Yes, Maha was going at this time. But we landed in Cartagena, and Ian was still in Medellin. We landed in Cartagena. We got off the plane. We told these two young guys to take a picture of me and my brother and Javan in Cartagena right when we got off. Because, they let us off the plane. We just walked down. So I built a relationship with these dudes. They hit me up that night like, what are y'all getting into? What are y'all doing?
Bump your brakes, kid.
You're a bit young, sir.
Yeah, right.
All right. But come to find out, they're engineers in school. They said they want to come to the States one day. I said, keep my contact. If you ever come, you're in Atlanta or close by, I'll come down and meet you.
You got a message much quicker than that.
Exactly. So much quicker than that. I'll fast forward it though, Annsleigh. When I got to unpacking the office, when we first moved into our new space, Ian and I and Javan, this guy sends me a video with me in it. I'm like, hold on, what? Like, what happened? Like,
it's the whole crew at the bottom of the mountain, just walking through.
In Guadalupe that I didn't get in.
Because he's like, that dude we met in Medellin just sent me this video. And I was like, wait, that looks like me in that video. And they're like, yeah, that is you. I was like, but that's in Guadalupe. How did a dude in Medellin get a video of y'all in Guadalupe? In
So he was
Cartagena.
He said, y'all just went viral. What she's saying is the guy that's at the last of the video.
Ian's fine-ass little brother.
His little brother. Shout out to my boy Julian.
For our listeners. Okay, guys, things get a little wild here. So if you hear any knocking, okay, it's just a wild, crazy Airbnb story. It's a horror. Okay.
A knock at the door.
But
so some random guy they met in Cartagena found a TikTok of all of us in Guadalupe randomly.
Pawning after my little brother. It's one of those TikTok do your thing things, which I didn't know about, but find me this person.
Thing.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
TikTok do your thing. And so they're like, and then there's like a reaction video where this girl like green screened over and she's just like talking about my brother. We did a lot of translation. There were like a bunch of women just oogling over my brother, and then also a couple dudes calling him gay. Outnumbered probably 3-1. Yeah. And then it worked. It got to us. And
how many? Does anyone know the total views that it might have?
Oh wow! So the last one that I checked was 10K.
10K.
Yeah. So we can assume listeners.
We went viral.
I was staying at the same hotel as them, so I came downstairs for breakfast after the first night, and it was like Ian's mom and Ian's little brother at the table. I was like, hold up.
Yo,
I sent a text to the group. I was like, Ian, why didn't you tell me your little brother was so fine?
He's the good looking Grady.
There was this Colombian guy that was freestyling about all of us and calling us different things, and they were calling him Brad Pitt. They're like, Brad Pitt.
You do get Brad Pitt vibes, yeah.
This is my brother, but yeah.
Sorry.
I'm Bob Pitt.
The off-brand.
So y'all had an amazing, y'all went viral, y'all partied, y'all
we
got
haven't even told you things that are going to ruin our lives. That can happen too, you know?
Oh, man. But what about, all right, what about...
Yes, let's go there, please.
On the way back, when we was coming back, we got stuck in the tunnel. But before that,
the fact that y'all are like, these are coming to y'all's memory.
Oh,
I've suppressed them since the trip, but yeah.
Oh my God. It was the worst hangover of everybody's life. We all blacked out hard the night before. And then, we thought we were going to leave, when we woke up the next day, and it ended up, we couldn't leave until, 6 p.m., so we just had to walk around hungover.
We had that Colombian fire water. It did it to us.
It's called aguardiente, or they call it, if you're hip, you call it guada. And before you drink it, you say, arriba, abajo, al centro, de adentro.
Oh, my God, I'm having
take a shot of it. And then you get...
Just one shot?
Well... You say that once, but then you do the chant again, and now we've learned it, so we're doing it again and again.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Cartagena was amazing, too. But that was But y'all don't remember bro throwing up on the camera? Did we forget that?
Yeah, we pulled over. One of his paralegals just stayed drunk. We all woke up still drunk, but this one just kept drinking the entire next day.
What about the
greatest boss?
He was crazy with the peer pressure too, bro.
Yeah. And they like American music. They I like reggaeton type stuff, but then they're also like traditional Colombian. It sounds like mariachi music. They're like, oh, and then you got drunk and started playing that shit. It was a good time.
Oh yeah,
they love you, Ian.
All of you
Man,
it was a lot of team bonding. We had a great time.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm wearing a GoPro next time.
I'm jealous.
I feel like we're missing stuff too. We probably are.
Yeah, we're missing a lot, but
Well, you know.
Oh,
So the next
secrets.
no
the next day,
blackouts.
Ansley, after we woke up from the Guadalpe trip, we went to because paralegals tried to not get us to go out to the nightlife.
Guadalpe, man. Yeah,
Y'all will
bro.
never forgive him for that. They were so mad.
Oh,
Why
so
was he
mad
trying
when I
to
saw the
protect
city?
y'all?
Nah, he just wanted
Sebastian only knows.
Yeah, I feel like
It
Sebastian
started
owes somebody
raining,
money
and
up
he's
there.
like, "Oh no, they
no,
don't go
nobody.
out
I can't go. I mean,
here."
you can't go. We can't go. No, nobody. No, it's fine.
Yeah, he
It's
must have had a
okay.
hit out on
No,
him
it's
or
okay.
something.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yo, speaking of hits out, this is something funny that I'm sure you forgot. So now we trying to find our way back to Medellin, right? They rented a bus, but we trying to leave early. So,
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
hey, look, so
I was so scared.
So on the way, when he first got from the airport, he had somebody pick him up in the Uber, right?
Airport.
So they get there. He finally got there to Medellin. Called me like, "Yo, I'm at the crib. Pull up. Let me in." I'm all right, bet. So I leave with Ian and them. I come back to the Airbnb to let him in, right?
Mhm.
So it's a guy out there. He cool. He's like, "Hey man, how much?" Pesos. I'm like, a little expensive, but okay. So cool. So he was like, "Yeah, man, anything you guys need, man, let me know, man. Anywhere you go, I got it. I can do it. Anywhere." So he like, "All right, cool. Noah, you know what I'm saying? Big boat gonna try to take care of everybody." So he like, "Yeah, oh, man. Hey, man, I got you. Yeah, anywhere we go. Hey, it's you. We're gonna use you. Say less. It's over. We're gonna use you." So I'm like, "All right, cool." So we didn't go out to pay. We need to ride back to Medellin. He's in Medellin.
Why
We're
do I
like
wanna go
6
early?
o'clock.
Why do I wanna
Get
go
me
back
out
early,
of
though?
here.
Get me the fuck out of
We
here.
want to get back early, right? So we like, yeah. So we end up having to wait. So we like, yeah, call buddy. Oh, call buddy that you said. Oh, say, all right, bet, call him. So we text him now. Now we got bro interpreting for us. Eduardo. Juan Pablo is doing it. Yeah. So Juan Pablo.
I knew it was higher.
So Juan Pablo, he like, oh yeah, he says he says he will be here in 45 minutes. So we're like, all right, cool. That's perfect. So we go around the city, you know what I'm saying? We come. So we like, is he coming yet? No, he said he's about an hour out. So we like, all right, cool. Then next thing I know, I'm like, no, he texts you back? Nothing. He texts back. So I'm like, bro, what the fuck? We going? So we go back to where y'all were. Remember, we finally came back to y'all. So we like, man, it's about 6 o'clock. Well, it's about 5 o'clock. Y'all people said they're going to be here at 6. So we like, bro, we might as well just wait for them at this point. He ain't hit us back. Joker hit us back at 5:15. All right, buddy, I'm around the way. We like, nah, we good now. Huh? bro texts back like, no, you're not. No, I'm coming. So we like, all right.
We agreed
so
on
we
the
hand the phone to Juan Pablo. We like, Juan Pablo, tell him we good. So Juan Pablo like, oh yeah, okay. What?
This is an argument.
Hangs up. We like, what do you say? He said he's gonna get his money one way or the other.
Yeah.
He said he will meet you.
And he knows where you're staying because he dropped you off.
He knows where we stay, and he will see us in Medellin for sure. Huh? Now my mind went back to every Narcos episode I ever seen. I'm like, okay, it's cool, bro. No over here. Okay. Yeah. All right. No.
Tell him pull up.
We're not in Jackson, Mississippi, and we're not in Atlanta. Atlanta is like, all right, bro. All right. I'm a little comfortable here. It's like, whatever. I know people too. Colombia? Huh?
We don't know people.
So then y'all had to get in this man's car who threatened your life.
No.
He met y'all.
So we stayed and we went with them. We left with them, right? But now we get back. We get back and we got to go to the same area that he was at.
Exactly.
Looking over your shoulder.
A different spot.
Oh.
But a different spot.
But they stand out like a sore thumb. So
Right. Come on, man. I was probably the tallest person out there for one. You know what I'm saying? So
How tall are you, Javan?
see it 3.
6'3".
Yeah, like,
Yeah,
Shaquille O'Neal in Colombia.
I'm saying, like, you feel me? So long story short though, we end up we never saw him.
Never.
And I feel like the reason why, like, first of all, we got hammered that night too when we first got back, because that was the night we went to the other club. Not the one that we went through with the
talking about the
other
one
club. When we walked in there, and I don't know if this is racist, I don't know what this is.
Be careful.
But when we walked into that club, they were playing Callaíta and stuff like that.
And they seen y'all.
And then they played 100 Shots by Dolph. And I appreciated it. I ain't gonna lie.
Be like
Even though
so
it was
good.
Bro,
It feels so good.
We in there like,
It feels so different in another country. Like, it feels like a music
hold
video.
on, bro. I'm like, bro.
About to go get some money or go spend some money. And you know what I did? I bought a bottle of Don Julio right there and there.
I'm like,
Right there and there. Big ball.
You're
like, it's so weird. Every time we play this song,
we the only ones in there. We got a whole section. We the only ones in there. Every lyric. It's dope. Everybody in there.
Crazy.
Okay, buddy. Sir Dolph. Yes.
Sir Dolph. Well, on that note, as we, we're in the studio.
We can hear.
So this is
So
perfect
we're recording
timing.
another 6 song.
I want to thank you guys for. I just lived through you all. Okay, next trip.
You're
okay,
coming.
yes, please. Summers, I'm off. Okay, yeah,
Shout out to the kids.
yeah. Shout out to the kids. Fuck them kids. Just playing. I love
Oh
my
my
kids.
God.
Love my kids.
Okay. Kids.
But yes, thank you guys so much for coming back.
Oh, we appreciate
And
it.
Y'all
coming
are
back with
first
the
my
juice.
repeat guest.
Always.
Thank y'all for having us.
There's been one
Always.
repeat guest that I was only the host for one of those visits, but this is special.
This is special.
Yes.
This is such a special moment. Congrats, Ian,
Mhm.
on taking your company global.
Mhm.
Yeah. Hosting your
Big
employees.
Big moves.
Paint Pros, yeah.
That was clutch.
Yes.
I have a Colombian company now.
What's the name of that?
LLCs are called SASs, so it's Abogados Americanos Staffing.
SAS?
In English, that means lawyer staffing.
SAS is the acronym.
Wait, hold on.
Lawyer staffing.
It's ASAS.
Ass.
Spell it again. ASS what?
ASSAS.
But I do encourage all listeners, if y'all ever go out the country, man, go with some of your people. And also, you may be able to be on this podcast and live Once Upon a BNB.
Yes, that was a great outro.
Yeah.
You also have a story
We're
like
gonna
this.
just-
I told you it's Ian's
That's
replacement.
Ian's replacement.
Ian's replacement, Blackberry Whitehead.
You know, I'll let you
All
leave.
right.
All right, guys, it's been great. I'm Annsleigh,
Oh, this is Ian.
And Maha.
and we'll catch y'all next time. Bye.
Adios.